Are you bored studying English for so long and getting almost no results? You are not alone, trust me. Today, all will be changed from now. We will learn how to train our English without paying thousands of dollars for training. In addition, we will find some easy ways for training. In the end, you will receive a simple, calm, knowledgeable teaching. No stress, no pressure. Just friendly, truthful knowledge. So get comfortable in your seat, relax, and let's start our journey toward amazing English. Hey, my guy or girl, and welcome to Daegu English. I will teach you how to speak English as native speakers do. We will make progress in our journey every day. And now, if you haven't unsubscribed yet, then press the subscribe button below this text. This is free, my friend, and it will further improve your knowledge. Press also the bell icon, if possible. Every day, we will release new videos for you. So let's immerse ourselves in the exciting process of learning English. Take a notebook with you and some coffee, or relax and be prepared to expand your horizons. It does not matter. The main thing is that you are comfortable while learning. Part 1. Setting the personal goal for your studies. So, before starting the journey, let's set a personal goal for our studies. It is very important to know exactly why you want to learn English. You should ask yourself the question, why do I want to learn English? Maybe it is for an official job, maybe for vacation, maybe for a girlfriend or boyfriend. Because I want to be able to communicate with other people. Write it down on a piece of paper and post it somewhere in your house as a reminder. Try to be as specific as possible in your personal goal. I want to speak English is a very generic and not specific statement. On the other hand, I want to be able to order food in the restaurant will inspire you and tell you exactly what to do. Keep in mind this goal during our journey as well as possible. Part 2. Daily listening exercises. So, the first step in our journey is a very simple task, namely listening exercises. Your ears need to be used to understand English. In fact, listening exercises develop your hearing. Every day you have to listen to something in English for a while. It can be video content, or it can be audio content, or songs. It does not matter. Just do it, my friend, and start listening. However, the content must be at your level. If you barely understand something, that means it is too difficult for you. So try to find something a little simpler. It is better to do short-term, everyday listening rather than long-term and less frequent. Let's try to do an exercise right now. Let me show you how to do it. I listen to English every single day. Now try to repeat this sentence after me, slowly. I listen to English every single day. That's it. I listened every day. This is a short and simple exercise, but it is very useful. Try to use it while doing daily tasks, for example, while cooking or while taking the bus. It will seem to you that such trivial things can really help you further in your journey. Even such a short and simple exercise, if done every day, will give you great results. Part 3. Shadowing exercises. So, the next step in our journey is called shadowing. It is a great exercise, and it is very simple. You need to repeat after the speaker in real time. More specifically, you need to repeat exactly what the speaker is saying. Let's try to do this exercise right now. I repeat sentences out loud after I hear them. Now repeat after me slowly. I repeat sentences out loud after I hear them. Great! Shadowing seems strange at first, but the results are fantastic. We will use this exercise for strengthening our pronunciation. So you need to find a speaker whose pronunciation you like. Then take one sentence from the chosen speaker and repeat it after him. It is important to repeat not only the words, but also the rhythm of speech. Rhythm and intonation are no less important than individual words. It is necessary to do such exercises at least 5 to 10 minutes a day. As a result, your mouth will simply start to repeat the movements that native English speakers make. Don't be upset if it's hard at first. This exercise takes a lot of practice. Part 4. Daily reading exercises. The next step in our journey is called reading exercises. It is necessary to choose the simplest books for reading, or those written specifically for language learners. Do you know, my friend, that while reading, you develop both your word power and grammar? So, to start reading every day, you need to choose the lightest and simplest books for beginners. Let's start right away with short stories. Let's try to do an exercise right now. I read one short story every single day. Now, repeat after me, slowly, a little more confidently. I read one short story every single day.
Great! Remember that while reading, you develop your passive vocabulary. Therefore, do not be scared and frustrated that you do not understand some words. It is important to read while understanding the general sense of what is written. It is also important to note that you should not try to comprehend every word. This will only lead to you getting depressed. Only the most confusing and recurring words should be highlighted and written down in a personal dictionary.
So, keep a small notebook with you in which you will write down new, unknown, and therefore interesting words for you. It will also be useful to write examples of sentences with these words, since this will help you remember them. Part 5. Daily journal entries. So, the next step in our journey is called journal entries. A journal is a book or notebook in which one writes personal thoughts and ideas. The journal is primarily intended for self-expression and self-education. It will help you consolidate your knowledge of grammar and punctuation marks. Therefore, even if you write badly, it does not matter. It is important to do it. So, you need to write in your diary about your experiences, feelings, and thoughts. You can also write about your achievements and goals. For example, you can write, "Today I felt great because I learned something new." Isn't it fun to reflect on life and your experiences in a diary? After all, it's like talking to yourself. Therefore, try to invest at least 3 or 4 sentences a day in writing in a journal. Today, language students all over the world keep journals thanks to modern technologies. There are many convenient and entertaining options for keeping a journal in the form of writing in a special application on a phone or computer. So, let's try to do such an exercise now. Let's repeat after me. I write a few sentences every day. Say this sentence out loud with a determined look. Part 6. Vocabulary Development with Flashcards. So, the next step in our journey is called flashcards. They are used primarily for memorizing new information. A flashcard is a card with information on it that you need to memorize. So, on the front of the card, it could be a word, and on the back, its meaning, or a picture of an object. Flashcards. Flashcards. Say it with me. You need to look at them several times a day to consolidate the information. It is a huge advantage that now there are many modern applications for memorizing words using the method of flashcards. These programs are called spaced repetition software, SRS. Their main advantage is that they select for you words that are more difficult for you, so you see them more often. On the other hand, you will see words that you know less and less often. 10 minutes of working with flashcards will provide you with valuable words for your own vocabulary. It is enough to memorize 5 to 10 words a day, so that in a year you have between 2,000 and 3,000 words. Remember, my friend, that quantity has quality. Part 7. Conversations for developing your speaking skills. So, the most amazing and fun way to learn English is to have real conversations with other people. This is how the majority of successful English students all over the world learn English day after day. There are many popular mobile applications designed specifically for finding a language partner for free.
So you just need to find a conversation partner in these applications and practice your English.
You will be surprised by how excited language students are to practice with you. Of course, you should not be afraid to make mistakes during the conversation. They are normal. Every English student makes them. So even half an hour of conversation per week will give you great results. Therefore, find at least one conversation partner for training as soon as possible. This will significantly help you consolidate your own knowledge. After all, only real communication can teach you how to speak English like a native. This seems scary at first, trust me, but it will become a habit.
Part 8. Watching social media videos. The next step in our journey is to watch social media videos. They are becoming extremely popular among modern English learners. Such video content usually consists of short, entertaining clips that are no more than a minute long. So the benefit of this method is that it is incredibly simple and modern. You need to look for the most popular Instagram accounts or TikTok accounts with simple and understandable language.
Use hashtags while searching so that it is easier for you to find interesting content. While watching such entertaining videos, you will subconsciously absorb new useful words and learn new grammar. Therefore, let's try to practice right now. Watch one video and repeat the sentences that the social media account owner says after him. This way, you will simultaneously develop 3 skills: listening, shadowing, and vocabulary.
Many students today watch such entertaining educational content while waiting for a bus or for a coffee to brew. Therefore, it seems to you that you are doing something incredibly useful for your studies right now. In fact, such a short communication fragment will greatly help you in learning the English language.
Part 9. Daily practice of English. So the next step in our journey is to practice English every day. Every day, for at least a few minutes, you need to do some English exercises. It is not necessary to do them for a long time, but it is important to do them regularly and consistently. This is how the best results are achieved in language learning. Remember that while preparing for the IELTS test, students try to invest at least an hour and a half every day in language learning. You need to find a habit that you do every day and associate it with learning English. It is called habit stacking, and it is a method that is extremely popular among modern students. For example, you need to do some English exercises while brushing your teeth in the morning. This is when habit stacking comes into play. Stacking can be really simple, like exercising English while waiting for your coffee to brew. Therefore, you need to think about which habit you will use for stacking. Such methods seem simple enough, but they are very effective. Consistency is key to learning the language. While you may think that the results are insignificant, a year later, you will realize how much progress you have made. Part 10. Watching movies with subtitles. The next step in our journey is to watch movies with subtitles. You need to watch mostly light entertainment movies or TV series with subtitles. It is important to turn off the subtitles in your native language and type them in English. This way, you will simultaneously learn pronunciation and understand what is written and spoken. At first, it may seem difficult, which is completely normal. So you need to watch the same interesting scene 2 or 3 times, one after another. The next time, you will understand much better because the English subtitles will help you a lot. Let's try to do an exercise right now. I watch shows with English subtitles turned on. Now, repeat after me, slowly, a little more confidently. I watch shows with English subtitles turned on. Great! So many students today are watching entertainment, movies, and series with subtitles in English. Such a simple and effective method is accessible to everyone. So choose light entertainment movies or series that you like. It will be much easier to study with interesting and fun content. Comedy series are also ideal since they contain many repeated interesting words and phrases. Remember to pause the movie or TV series and repeat the interesting words and sentences that you heard. so you will consolidate your useful words and simultaneously develop your own listening skills. After all, who wouldn't like to watch their favorite movie with their own native English voice? Part 11. Listening to songs. So the next step in our journey is to listen to music. You need to choose songs with understandable lyrics. While listening, you need to read the lyrics and try to repeat the rhythm. Music, lyrics, rhythm. Say it with me. Music, lyrics, rhythm. Very good. Songs will help you a lot with learning new words. This happens due to the repetitive nature of music. You can sing along while doing daily tasks, in the morning or while driving. You might say to yourself, "This song helped me learn new words." Therefore, choose songs in a genre that you like. Pop songs, for example, often have many words that are used in everyday speech. Thus, you will subconsciously learn many new words while listening to music.
This modern and fun method will definitely become a part of your daily routine. So try to learn at least one song for a week. In a couple of weeks, you will notice that you unconsciously hum some songs in English. Part 12. Working with AI. So the next step in our journey is working with AI. Many students today use various AI trainers to develop their English. Such assistants are very useful since they give you feedback and point out your mistakes.
It is enough to write to the assistant, "Can you please check the grammar?" Then the AI will tell you which parts of the sentence are wrong and explain to you what exactly the problem is. You can also use voice messages so as not to type long messages. This way, you can fix your grammar and pronunciation mistakes. This method is super convenient and is gaining more and more popularity among students. Therefore, you can use it while waiting for the bus or the coffee to brew.
Clear, useful. You can also ask the assistant simple questions and write interesting sentences. For example, you can ask, "Can you explain this word to me in simple terms?" Thus, you will constantly be making new discoveries in the fascinating world of the English language. Part 13. Immersion in the language. So, the next step in our journey is to immerse yourself in the language as much as possible. Change the language of your device to English for a while. A little immersion will do you a lot of good.
So, you need to try to think in English as much as possible for a while. It can be associated with certain daily activities. For example, "I am walking to the store now." This way, you will be thinking in English while doing some daily tasks. Try to label everything around you with a sticky note and the corresponding word in English. There are many methods for immersive language learning. It is enough to immerse yourself in another language for at least 15 minutes a day. Part 14. Training your pronunciation with mirror practice. Our 14th training method is all about practicing your pronunciation. Stand in front of a mirror and observe your mouth move. Say simple sentences out loud, focusing on your lips and jaw. This helps you to become aware of the difference between your mouth and a native's mouth. Record your sentences and play them back to yourself, being calm and honest. A clear example. My pronunciation improves through calm, regular practice. Let's repeat this sentence together, slowly. My pronunciation improves through calm, regular practice. Wonderful! Mirror practice is weird, but it does wonders for your awareness. Focus on one sound that is hard for you to make, instead of practicing everything at once. It is better to practice small, focused things than to practice big, unfocused things.
Your pronunciation will improve, becoming clearer and more natural. Be patient with yourself, since clear speech requires gentle practice. Part 15. Finding a study community for support. Our 14th training method is all about finding a study community online. It is hard to study alone, since it is easy to become discouraged.
Find people online who are studying English and who are willing to help you.
You do not need many friends, since even one is genuinely helpful. Find one learning friend and text them each week about your progress. Community turns a lonely endeavor into a shared, supportive adventure. You really are not alone on this journey, my friend. Part 16. Handling frustration and staying motivated. Sometimes learning English can be really frustrating.
Some days it is hard to understand new things, no matter how hard you try. On these days, it is important to be patient and kind to yourself. It is helpful to write down your goal for learning English and to post it somewhere that you will see it often. Your goal could be something like wanting to get a new job or making new friends around the world. It is also helpful to write down small victories, like understanding a new sentence.
Whenever you are struggling and feeling discouraged, your goal and your victories will help to motivate you. Remember that every fluent English speaker was once as confused as you are now. They simply continued to practice, even on the days that were frustrating and discouraging. You can do the same thing, one day at a time. Let's repeat this sentence together. I am patient with my own progress. Say this sentence out loud, being kind to yourself.
Part 17. Tracking your progress visually. Our final training method is all about tracking your progress visually. People like to see progress since it is motivating and helps them to stay encouraged. Use a calendar and mark it each day that you practice English. It is really satisfying to see a growing chain of marks on your calendar. I mark my calendar every day that I practice English.
Many apps now have streaks, which work similarly. Try not to break your streak, since it is motivating and helpful. Even one sentence will help to keep your streak going and your English growing stronger. Review your progress each week and notice how your English is improving. Celebrate reaching 1 week, then 1 month, then 1 year of daily practice. Visual progress helps to turn abstract ideas into something real and satisfying.
Try marking your calendar right after this video. Marks on a calendar really can help you to become a fluent English speaker. Repetition practice. Let's say it together. Let's review the most helpful sentences together. Repeat them slowly and clearly, just like me. I listen to English every single day. I want to learn English to talk with new friends. I repeat sentences out loud after I hear them.
I read one short story every single day. I write a few sentences every day. I learn 5 to 10 new words daily. Can we practice speaking together sometime? What habit can I stack English onto? I watch shows with English subtitles turned on. This song helped me learn new words. Can you check my grammar, please? I am walking to the store right now.
My pronunciation improves through calm, regular practice. I joined a group to stay motivated and accountable. I mark my calendar every day I practice English. I am patient with my own progress. Wonderful! You have just repeated 17 really helpful sentences. Try saying them again tomorrow, and they will feel really natural. Let's review everything that we learned today. We learned to set one clear, specific, personal learning goal. We learned to train our ears to hear English every day. We learned to train our mouths to speak English through shadowing. We learned to train our reading through simple, short books. We learned to train our writing through short, daily journaling. We learned to train our vocabulary through simple flashcards. We learned to train our speaking through real conversations. We learned to train ourselves through trendy social media content. We learned that consistency is more important than long practice sessions. We learned to create small, daily moments of full immersion. We learned to train our pronunciation through simple mirror practice. We learn to find a supportive community for accountability. We learn to track our progress visually using a calendar. We learn to handle frustration with patience and self-kindness. That is a really helpful training plan for your English. You should feel motivated and ready to begin. Real progress takes place through small, daily steps like these. Thank you so much for learning with me today. I hope that you feel inspired to begin training your English. Pick one method and begin practicing it right now. If you enjoyed this lesson, please subscribe to Dagu English. It really helps this channel to grow and thrive. Leave a comment below telling me which method you will try first. Practice a little bit every day, and progress will come. I am proud of you, and I'll see you soon. This is Dagu English, helping you to train your English. Every video is made slowly, calmly, and clearly for you. We believe that real learning comes through patience and gentleness. So be kind to yourself and celebrate your small victories. You learned many really helpful methods today, and that matters. Share this video with a friend who is also learning English. Remember that every fluent English speaker was once a nervous beginner, just like you. Keep training your English, keep smiling, and keep believing in yourself. Take care and see you in the next lesson.